everybody. Welcome to the first episode ever of Rowdys Cookin Show. Today, we're going to be making a five ingredient soft-baked dog treat. Don't worry, guys. The ingredients in the recipe is a lot better than the production value. Promise. But let's get to it before Rowdy eats all the ingredients. Oh, and this is him over here. All you're going to need is you're going to either need a baking pan covered with some parchment paper or a silicone little tray. We use this to make, cute little treats. So you're going to preheat your oven to 350. Mine's already been preheated because you're going to need 1 ripe banana. You're going to need 2 fresh eggs. Ours are fresh from our chickens. So use whatever you got. It's expensive right now. Understand that. You're going to need some organic peanut butter that does not contain xylitol. This one is just roasted peanuts and salt. If you can find one without salt, that's fine. It's probably even better. But this is what we have right now, so we're going to be using this one. And then you're just going to need some coconut flour. This one's organic. Local grocery store, maybe like $5, really cheap. Easy to do. And finally, you're just going to need some fresh bacon. So easy enough. So like I said, you're going to have your oven preheated, and then you're going to just take your banana and mash that in a large bowl. And you can use a fork, you can use a masher. I'm just going to use this little silicone piece right here. And then, we'll start with that. So you're going to start with banana. You would preferably use a ripe one. We don't have any right now, so we're just going to use a regular, good old banana. I'm going to mash that down. Oh, well, maybe we'll use a fork. Actually, we're going to use a potato masher. Okay, there we go. Mash up your banana. Again, this would be a lot easier if you had a ripe banana instead of just, an overripe, essentially. This is just a ripe banana. But no biggie. Use potato masher. Get that all nice and mashed up. A little taparoo. And then we're going to add our eggs. Give them a little taparoo. Careful not to get the shell in there. Again, we're using eggs from our chickens. You always want to be sure if you're using farm fresh eggs that you wash them because, chickens are a little dirty. But use whatever you got. Oh, got a little shell in there. Told you guys, production value is low, but the ingredients are high. They'll like it. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and add in our peanut butter, and then we're going to mix it until it's all nice and smooth and combined. Again, you want to be sure that you're not using any type of peanut butter that contains xylitol, also known as birch sugar, as it is toxic for dogs. So there's plenty of peanut butters out there that are very reasonably priced that are just, salt peanut butter or salt peanuts, and that's it. It's, store brands, whatever. You're going to want to add your 1/4 cup of peanut butter. I'm just winging it, I've been doing this so long, guys, but you measure yours out if you're not familiar with it. A little bit extra ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's just gonna make it taste better. All right. And then we're gonna go ahead and mix this all up, as I said earlier. So give her a little stir. Be careful because it is a little bit swishy. You don't want to get it all over the place. It's all nice and stirred up. The chunks are fine, Again, it's just going to be flavor because we are going to be baking this because it does have those raw eggs in it. There's no argument here. You do what's best for your dog. Fed is best.
for us, but we do not feed raw here. Unless it's some fruit or something of that nature. All right, so that's looking nice. So next we're going to be adding our bacon. We're going to be doing 1/4 cup of bacon, which is about 3 strips, 4 strips, depending on what you got and what the size is. Try not to use the extra fatty pieces just because it's not healthy for them. But 1/4 cup, you can crumble yours up. I'm going to use scissors to cut mine into there. So let's grab some bacon. We're just going to cut this all up to nice little chunks. That little bacony flavor in there. There's another piece here. It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it through the screen. You're going to be wanting to eat these, I promise. And the great thing is you can, if you would like. They're just peanut butter and coconut flour and bacon and banana. Who doesn't love bacon, banana, and peanut butter? Come on. That's some gourmet shiznits right there. So we're using the Black Forest ham. This is the Black Forest bacon. It's not burnt. It's supposed to be like that. It has the black edges already before you cook it for that flavor. Again, this is just what we had on hand. Use what you got. Your dog will love you regardless of extra flavoring or not. So that's probably about 1/4 cup. I'm going to add maybe one more half. Some of this that's a little bit crunchier. And then we are going to stir this all in, make sure it's evenly distributed. You're going to want it to look something like this. Using a spatula is really nice too because you get all that stuff off the side, which is 1, you're not wasting as much, and 2, you're also getting all of your money's worth out of these treats. So, you want it to look like this. Our excess bacon here. Don't want to waste any of that goodness. That one's been stubborn. Okay, I'm going to set this right here. And then I'm going to wash my hands. Be right back. Boom, and we are back. Okay, hands freshly washed. We are about to take our 1 cup of coconut flour and we're going to gradually add it until, mix it while we go, until we achieve a dough-like consistency. It should be soft and slightly sticky. You don't want it to be too hard and you don't want it to be too runny. So we're going to just start gradually adding. Put a little in. Mix it up. See where we go from here. And the great thing is that what you don't use, you can always just put back in the bag because it's just sitting in a nice clean measuring cup and not actually touching this while you go through it. And man, this coconut flour smells so good. It smells like summertime at the beach in Florida. I'm not even a fan of coconut. You'll see what I mean when you're smelling it too. Alright, see, that's probably going to get us to this place where we want to be. It is going to be a little bit sticky, like I stated, but I don't think you're going to end up using this full cup unless you ended up using more bananas or something of that nature. I would say even if you doubled it, you probably would only need of the full cup that I asked for in the single version. Oh, my bowl's getting a little out of here. Maybe that was a little too much. And the great thing is, if you put a little too much, it's no worries. You can always just add a little bit of water to it, and it will thin it up a little. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. It smells so good. You definitely be asking your dog to share. I know I'm going to be asking. I don't know though, Rowdy's pretty stingy when it comes to his baking. Just kidding, he loves to share. He's a sweet little man. Oh yeah, we're getting there now. Perfect. Okay. I am going to take this over here, add just a little bit of water. Maybe, let's say, a tablespoon. Let's see. Hang on 1 second. Okay, we have added the water. We're definitely now where we want to be. Perfecto. Looks like some pretty good cookie dough, if you ask me. Definitely. So, what you're going to do from here, make sure you get all your little scrapey bits. Don't waste none of this goodness. So you're going to have this nice little formed cookie dough ball. And so we still ended up with almost a half a cup of coconut flour left over. So you're not going to need that whole full 1 cup of coconut flour. At this point, we're going to either use your hands and form some small dough balls or flatten it into small discs to prepare it for your baking. If you have this little silicone sheet or one of these similar, you can use one of these. This is what we're going to be using. It's just a little thing I got from Kroger's around Valentine's. Works great. Give it a try if you got something like that. So we'll jump into that. You're going to want to end up just filling up your whole little setup here. The best that you can get it in there. I mean, they don't have to be perfect. The great thing about them is they don't judge. All they know is that you love them and made them some delicious treats that you are both going to have to share. I already know it. Just wait until you get a smell of this delicious little doggy cookie dough. Rowdy's going to eat it all before we even get a chance to cook it, if I'd let him. Even though not recommended, same as with regular cookie dough for humans, don't eat it raw because, raw eggs and everything. That's what they say, so I'm just saying. I'm not here to tell you any different. We're just here to make some dog treats. And you're going to end up filling up this a few times, but we're going to go ahead and just fill this up once for this video, since I know you want to get to it and do them yourself. You don't have all day. I don't have all day. That's why we're making these really easy 30-minute dog treats. They'll last you and your buddy for at least up to 5 to 7 days in an airtight container on the counter. And you can also put them in the fridge and they'll keep for up to 2 weeks, as well as freeze them. And those would probably be good around 3 months or so. And you just make sure to store them in a sealed container or a freezer bag to keep them fresh. And then, of course, thaw them before you deliver them to your pets. All right, see, we don't have to do this perfectly. It's all going to come out in the wash. Y'all ever heard that? I've never heard that, in person. I've heard it a whole bunch on TV, movies, and things of that nature. I guess it's just referring to stains. But, yeah, we got a lot of dough here. You could probably even freeze some of the dough if you wanted. I don't see why not. People freeze cookie dough, so people cookie dough. So I don't see why this wouldn't freeze either. Maybe just put it into a big ball and seal it well. The same as freezing pizza dough or something of that nature. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Putting a little bit extra on the ends of these dudes. I'm trying to clear up just a little bit in between these. Again, not trying to waste our delicious pup dough here. All right, and then when next time you see these, they will be coming out of the oven. They will be going in for between 15 to 20 minutes or until they're lightly golden and firm to the touch. Because again, we want them to be soft, not hard. Not like a milk bone or something of that nature. So, all right, let's do it. Boom. So here's what your finished product should look like. Nice little like toasty brown color. You know, keep it nice, but not too hard. So we're going to pull these out. And we're going to have something similar to this. Even if you didn't use one of these, this is what you're going to be looking for because you either made those discs or you made, you know, a little ball style of cookies. So when they're done, you're going to have something like this. It smells so good. Your dog is going to be so happy. He's going to leave you a 5-star rating for sure. 10 out of 10 would eat here again. So, yeah, we're going to keep doing another batch, but that's about it.
Yeah, let's have another one. Mmm, taste test. Delicious. And we got one for our sister. And then one more for the row. All right. Approved. Here, we'll have one more for the road. Here we go. All right. And as you can see, they're approved.
Say bye.
As we can see, much approved. Very well liked. We're going to go ahead and just store these in the fridge in a nice little Tupperware. Those last for probably about 7 days or so. I doubt they'll even make it that long, to be honest. We got 2 of them down here. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching our first show. If you liked it, please consider commenting, subscribing, following us so that you can check out our next episode. And we hope that your dog loves these. Don't eat them all. You got to share them with them. All right. Bye.